everybody. Hello, happy Monday, happy 5th night of Hanukkah. It's almost halfway through December. And it's supposed to snow heavily this week. But we're gonna kick it off with a really awesome, hopefully as challenging as you can make for yourself, Tabata HIIT circuit. If you don't have weights, that's okay. Do not shy away from doing this just because you think it's not going to be challenging, because you can make it as challenging as you want to be. I will continue to offer different suggestions of ways that you can be mindful to make this as hard as you need to, while also demonstrating the basic move so that there's a little something for everyone. We started 3 minutes at 4:30. If you have weights, bring very light weights. If you don't have very light weights and you still want to try that challenge and you have some water bottles or some cans, bring those. We're going to use those towards the end while we're doing some back work. We're going to do back and triceps within the same little set. And if you have some medium to heavy weights, we've got some like overhead presses, we've got some pull downs, we've got some lat raises, we got all different directions, everything you can think of today. Cool. Get some water. If you have music you can put on some solid jams. We're gonna start standing with just a nice warm up in 2 minutes. Make sure you have water. Great. Where did I put it? Here it is. Changing list. Perfect. It is a rainy day here in the District of Columbia. It is making me tired. But that's okay. This is a great workout for a day where maybe you're feeling a little tired before you get started. That's something I really love about Tabata HIIT, is that the intervals are short. So you can really bring a good challenge on. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 rounds, and then you move on to something completely else. Thank you. I found this shirt at a great store in Baltimore that unfortunately no longer exists, but it's a quality holiday shirt. Yeah. Holiday. Ooh, I am celebrating the holiday of Hanukkah right now, in combination with my birthday last week was extra indulgent. So, I am ready. I just finished up an amazing 75-day fitness challenge. I'm gonna take a nice little week off. Not really, but a week off from some of the responsibilities of 75 hard and start again. If you're feeling like you need a challenge, reach out. We've got the Gain Gratitude program going on right now. We have a resolution program that's going to start next year. We have got your back. Got your back, whatever it is that you're trying to work on to be the best version of yourself. Maybe you're just trying to be a happier, energetically lighter version of yourself, and we got that covered too. Oh my gosh, it's that time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with some just nice and easy lateral side steps and some shoulder rolls. If you have a band and you want to put a band around your thighs and work those inner outer thighs a little bit harder, go ahead and put that band around your thighs right now. I'll do it, fine. My fitness drawer is right here. No excuses. Great. If you don't have a band, that's totally cool. You're still going to get a great challenge on those legs. Just a little bit less resistance. Okay, stand with your feet about hips width distance apart. We're just going to take an alternating overhead reach and a tap with that toe. Find some big length through your sides, stretching all the way through your fingers, really working to pull that belly in for 3 more on each side. 2, 1. Now a big broad reach all the way over. So a nice straight arm, taking it as big a range of motion as feels good for you today. Make sure you have that belly in nice and tight. Contracting your abdominal core is going to help keep that back protected. Starting to find a nice little stretch on that back here. 3 more each side. 2, 1. Alternate toe taps. So tap the opposite foot. You can find a little rotation in those shoulders. You can keep a little bend on those knees. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Back to that broad sweep. Just starting to warm those bodies up, warm those shoulders up. 3 more. 3, 2, 1 more time. Reach above. Find that big step out to the side, maybe a little bit more range of motion this last time through. For 3, 2, 1. Let's warm up those legs a little bit, so just drawing that knee in towards your chest, planting your foot back down. Use that exhale to really pull that knee in. Beautiful. I want to warm up those legs just like I warmed up that upper body. Because next up, we got some jumping jacks. Are you ready? 3, 2. Last knee pull. Now jack it out. Already, if you need to be mindful of your body, if you don't want to have that big jump, you can always tap side to side. I do want you to really think about getting these big arms the best that you can, all the way up overhead, all the way down. You're in control. Keep it up. I'm going to show you what the first move of today is. Beautiful. You keep jumping jacks, so we're coming to some sort of a boxer shuffle. Just keep that heart rate high. First up, we're going to do squats with arms up overhead and an alternating front kick. So starting with those arms up overhead. This is already challenging, and it's going to work your core. You're going to squat down as low as you can while keeping the weight in your heels and setting that booty behind you. If you're having trouble getting that squat because of the weight, you can always bring your hands to your shoulders, squat right here, then press up overhead, alternate toe touch kick. It's okay if your toes and your fingers don't entirely connect here, because I really want you to work on bringing one arm down with control and bringing it back up with control. So you're not just letting your arms drop in front of you. You're working to not let that chest drop. You're keeping that upper body nice and lifted, belly contracted, just arms up overhead, especially if you have weights, is going to make you work your core a little bit more. Alternate toe touch kick. And then squat again. Make sure that the weight's in your heels. If you find that you're tempted to bring the weight towards your toes, maybe come over to a chair. Actually squat down. Sit down, and then get the kick. We're going to alternate each time. Using this chair is not cheating, because you might be able to sit down a little bit lower. Make sure you're lifting up with the weight in your heels. I'm going to use this couch for round 1. 3, 2, 1, begin. Just to really focus on sitting back deeply, control lowering that arm overhead. Oop. Keep that belly pulled in. If you don't need to use this couch, take a break. Then let's come away from the couch for round 2. The couch or your chair or whatever it is you might have been using, you don't have to have these bands around your thighs. Begin. But they're just going to work the inner outer thighs a little bit more by controlling where my legs are going. Remember, if you need to lower these arms, take a break. If you need to have your hands at your waist for you to do a smart squat, you can then still do an overhead press and bring it back in. Round 3, I'm gonna have my weights at my shoulders so I can have a nice big squat. Make sure you're sitting back with the weight in your heels. Nice work. All right. You're going the pace that works for your body today. Remember, everybody is different. Every day is different. Just do your best. Here we go. Lately, I like to make my squats really deep. I like to try and sit all the way down and touch my elbows to my knees, which does require me to lower the weights from overhead, so a little bit less ab work. Take a break, because I'm focusing a little bit more on getting that range of motion in the legs. It's all a matter of what's important to you. Begin. Make sure you're really working to keep that chest lifted, sending the weight into your heels and hips behind you. Not into your toes, not knees coming towards toes. Weight coming back. And remember, if you're having trouble, use that couch. Take a break. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So the couch is a great way to practice getting a little bit deeper into your squat, knowing that you're going to be supported while still keeping those arms up overhead. Probably going a little bit, take a break, a little bit deeper than you might have been able to go without actually having something to sit down on. Try not to rest for too long at the bottom. Begin. So as soon as you touch below, weight in your heels, squeeze your glutes at the top, and lift up. Make sure you're lowering this arm down with control, about shoulders height. Great work. Almost done with this. 3, 2, 1, begin. Last time through. Make sure you're still breathing. 3, 2, don't stop right now. Finish that rep. You made it. Great work. Grab some water if you want it. We're going to come all the way down to the floor. I'm going to take my band off because I know that I'm already going to be pretty challenged for the next move. While you're grabbing some water, slowing down your breath, bringing your heart rate back down, I'm going to show you our options. Okay, so next up we're going to go for either a dolphin into a plank with one mountain climber on each side, or down dog into a plank. So dolphin into plank, your forearms are going to be down on the ground, your hips are up towards the ceiling, you pull yourself forward, work to get those hips low, and then press yourself back up. That's going to be a little bit harder than having your hands palms on the floor, sending your hips back, and remember you can bend your knees in down dog, pulling the weight forward, and then one mountain climber on each leg. I'm going to demonstrate the down dog version instead of the dolphin. Please do what's best and most challenging and most realistic for your body today. Maybe as we get towards the end, we can check out that dolphin once more as we're feeling a little bit more warmed up and flexible. Decide what works for you. If you need to be here in tabletop, you can still be here in tabletop. Just go for a little bit of a child's pose. Come into your tabletop and then find that mountain climber. We start in 3, 2, 1. So, down dog into a plank. Lower those hips. Make sure that you're really shifting that weight forward. Shoulders coming forward towards those fingertips. Take a break. As you take a break, think about coming off of your hands, maybe shaking it out. We didn't do a big wrist warm up, so you have an opportunity between each stretch. Begin. Belly towards thighs, chest forward. One mountain climber each side. Now you can switch up this mountain climber each time as well. Maybe you want to go for a little cross body. Maybe you want to go nice and wide, getting that outer booty. Maybe take a break. Maybe you're going for knees to nose. Maybe you want to stick with one option of climber each time you go around. We got 6 more rounds. Begin. Pull that forward, get those hips low. So really take a moment as you come from either your dolphin or your down dog to come into a nice straight line with that body. Pull that belly in. It's going to help you find that long line. Take a break. Three, 2, 1. Begin again. Try not to wait too long. You know you've only got 10 seconds between moves. And 10 seconds can feel like a very long time, or it can feel like a very short period of time. Take a break. Try to anticipate getting right back in so you don't miss your 20 seconds of work. 3, 2, 1. Gonna try a little bit of dolphin style this time. Harder to get those hips down. I also am pretty limited in my space here. Feeling this a bit more in those shoulders. All right, more than halfway through. 3, 2, 1. There we go. I did one in that dolphin push-up. I feel proud of myself. I know I'm still being delightfully challenged here. So maybe you see why I took off those bands from around my thighs. Maybe you kept them on. Lots of work here to get that knee drive. Take a break. Three, 2, 1. Last 2 times. Can you challenge yourself a little bit more? Maybe just thinking about that form, maybe moving with intention. Challenging that range of motion. Take a break. One more time through. What are you going to do on our last round? Bring it. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Whatever option you go for, whether you be in tabletop, in dolphin, or in a traditional plank right now. I'm so proud of you for coming today and just being willing to work your best, your hardest. Take a break. Shake those hands out. Grab some water. I think we get to stay down here on the floor. Oh, we do. We do. We got a nice, another hip-focused move. It's going to challenge our entire core, though. I love these total body resistance moves, but all you really need is your body and some space. But I'm going to give you an option to make this one harder again. 2 options, in fact. 1, you can put this band around your thighs. 2, you can hold a weight against your leg. Okay, we're going to come all the way down to the floor. We're going to lay down on top of our arm. Gonna use my space the best that I can so that we are in a good position for our spine so that it's not awkwardly propped up. Okay,
For this next one, you're gonna raise your top leg. You're gonna raise your lower leg to meet it, and you're gonna slowly lower down. So having this weight in your hand is a lot of extra challenge. You might find you need to have your hand on the floor in front of you to help stabilize your body. You'll need to roll back just a teeny little bit towards your glute on this one, as opposed to being directly on your side, so that you have the space to lift up that lower leg and bring them back down. We're gonna stick with whichever side you're laying on 4 times through. Hey, Uncle Buddy. And then we're gonna, I love you. We're gonna do 4 times on the other side in 3, 2, 1. So this first time, I'm not gonna use any extra weight in my hand. Just getting used to this range of motion. You're working to bring those legs together and just control as much as you can on the way down. Having this band around your thighs is going to make it more challenging to lift one leg, take a break, and then the other. Does it make it a little bit easier to bring that lower leg towards the top? Maybe. 3, 2, 1, begin again. Upper leg, lower leg meets it, both slowly lower down. So remember, rolling back just a little bit towards the glute makes it a little bit easier to lay on your side, to not just be jamming, take a break, jamming that hip bone into the floor. All right, I'm going to try it with this weight again. Remember, trying is the best that we can do. Why not try? Upper leg, lower leg, slowly lower down. Wow. Upper, lower. Gonna forget about that. That was not working for me today. I promise I did not take all of last week. Take a break off from working out. I still checked in with some of the workouts from awesome CFW team leaders last time on this side. You'll notice I knew exactly where this band was. I've been using it a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. Let's keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Yay, rolling over onto the other side. I've been using this band a lot while I've been cooking in the kitchen. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So upper leg, lower leg meets it, and both lower down. What do you think now that we've switched to the opposite side? Does one side seem easier than the other? It's pretty normal. I'm finding this side to be a little bit easier than the last. Take a break. Last 3 times, we're going to stay on the floor after this though. Begin. Upper leg, lower leg meets it. Slowly lower down. Just give myself a little more space. Upper, lower, slowly lower down. Now I really do have a good amount of weight in my front hand helping me to balance here, but that's also encouraging me, take a break, to pull that belly in nice and tight to engage that upper body. 3, 2, 1, begin. Upper, lower, slowly lower both. Who is feeling the burn? Oh my goodness, one more time through. We got this, y'all. We got it. Then we're gonna roll over and get that back and our triceps. Begin. Upper, lower, both. Oh my gosh. I tell you, this band is really bringing that challenge. Oh my gosh, we made it. We made it, everyone. Okay, this next round, grab some water if you want. This next round is really just gonna be back and triceps. So if you have that super light weight, if you want to go grab a super light weight, you definitely have time. Be quick. That's right, I'm going with 1 pound weights. All right, so we've got 2 different moves that we're gonna do on the odd and the even. Just gonna turn this way. I think you can still see me. Perfect. Okay, so for the odd move, we're gonna start off with some back work. So extending your fingers in front of you and your legs all the way behind you. You're gonna squeeze your glutes so that before you even start, your kneecaps lift up off of the floor. Maybe your toe is even barely grazed on the floor because your posterior chain is engaged. You're gonna inhale, lift up as high as you can. Exhale, do a little bit of a row. Draw those elbows in. Inhale back forward. Exhale down. So taking your time, it's not about speeding through. I really want you to inhale, find that lift. Exhale, a little bit higher, squeeze. Inhale forward, exhale down. That's move number 1. Move number 2, we're just gonna keep our heads down towards the floor. Your head doesn't have to actually touch the floor. I know that's uncomfortable. Pressing the tops of the feet into the floor. Once again, engaging that posterior chain. We're just gonna press those arms up, or you can pull those arms in, or you can do a combo of up and in, and I'll remind you when we get there. Maybe I'll try some 3-pounders. They're here. All right, get ready for that Superman with the row in 3, 2, eyes down on the floor, begin. So inhale up, exhale squeeze, inhale forward, exhale down. I want you to still keep these nice, slow breaths. Really find that extra lift on that exhale. Take a break. All right, extend those arms behind you. We've got that tricep, just teeny little press up. 3, 2, 1. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other. Teeny little pump up, pump, pump, pump. Find your rhythm. Eyes down to the floor, wrinkles stay out of the neck, squeeze those shoulder blades together, take a break. Oh wow, all right, extend those arms in front of you, shake it out. We start in 3, 2, Superman. So inhale, arms up, legs up, exhale, squeeze elbows back, inhale forward and down. Really think about squeezing your glutes together. Awesome work. Take a break. We got that 20-second pulse. If you pulse up, this time we're just going to pulse in. So staying lifted and squeezing it in. Make sure that you begin. Squeeze those shoulder blades together so shoulders are not rounded forward to the floor. You can keep the tops of your feet down on the mat, but I want you to have those legs engaged. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Oh my gosh, starting to feel it in those triceps. Extend those arms forward. Total body this time. Here we go. Begin. So up, squeeze back. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Really use that breath. Notice how the more that you fill that belly on your inhale, the higher you're able to lift yourself up. And then really take a break. Use that exhale to power yourself back. All right. Either combining your press and squeeze or back to just pressing. Begin. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other. Oh my gosh. So even if you have no weights in your hands, palms face up towards the ceiling. Take a break. Oh my gosh. Extend those arms forward one more time through with our Supermans. 3, 2, 1, begin. So inhale up, exhale back. Inhale forward, down. You increase this flexibility in your spine and your range of motion through practice. Take a break one more time through with those triceps. 3, 2, 1, begin. Keep the move small here. It's a small range of motion. 3, 2, don't stop. 1, you made it. Oh my gosh, okay. Let's come up off of the floor. Ah, yay. Oh my gosh, grab some water again. Two more solid rounds of work, and we have a little ab push, and then we're done. Wow, I felt that last round. Who else is feeling it? All right, so next up, we're gonna leave this upper body alone just a little bit. We're gonna switch back to some lower body, and then the last move, we're gonna put it together. So we're gonna go for a side lunge. As you come into this side lunge, make sure you can see my feet. Side lunge, whatever direction your knee is pointing, your toe is pointing. So if your knee is forward, your toe is forward. If your knee is to the side, your toe is to the side. You can do whatever feels right for your body today. The weight is in your heels, and your hips are gonna shift towards the back of the room. Big stretch happening on your straight leg inner thigh. Once again, this band is just gonna help to work inner and outer thighs at the same time. From there, you're gonna press off of this bent leg. If you need to bring your feet together, that's fine. If you can challenge your balance to just step back and bring the back knee down towards the floor in a curtsy lunge, go for it. As you step into this curtsy lunge, the weight's gonna come into the ball of the back foot. Work to keep your hips squared to the front of the room, so we're not turning to the side. Hips are gonna stay towards the front of the room the whole time. Doesn't matter what direction that your knee and your toe are pointing. We're gonna stay 4 times with one side, 4 times with the opposite side. And the great news is you can pick whichever leg you wanna start with. Make sure you got some space. Adios, mat. We start in 3, 2, 1. So keep that chest lifted. You can have your hands at your waist if you need to help a little bit with that balance. You can have your hands at heart center. It's going to work your core a little bit more because you're going to have to work to stabilize yourself to stay lifted. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Do whatever you want to do for these 10 seconds. 3, 2, same leg. So you're stepping out as far as you can, but not so far that you can't press off of the outside of your foot and lift yourself up. So you don't want to come out and be baby stepping your way in, because then you're losing a lot of the work in our legs. Yay, great job everyone, 2 times down. If you want to work even harder, you can bring those arms up overhead. I'm going to keep my hands at heart center. It encourages me to open that chest. I know I have a tendency as a quasi-desk person to find a lot of rounding here. So pressing those hands palms together helps me find that openness and lift. All right, one more time through on this side. Reminder, you can use your Aetna Health reimbursement. Begin to buy and be reimbursed for exercise equipment. I know there's a lot of stuff that's still sold out these days, but something as simple as a band really can add a lot of challenge. Take a break for very little money. All right, we're coming to the opposite side this time. Be mindful your first time through. Find the step that works for you and begin. So step into the side, and then hips stay forward. Bring that back knee down towards the floor. Weight in your heel. Step out. Weight in the ball of your foot. Oh my gosh, as you step back. Careful of all the junk you might have around you. Take a break. Are you trying to kill me?
Am I trying to kill me? 3, 2, 1. One of my favorite movies is Beetlejuice. That just makes me think of when Catherine O'Hara screams at the movers and accuses them of trying to kill her with her own art. This is my art! Oh my god, I love that movie. All right, take a break. We are almost done. Begin. Now you know I saved one of the best for last. I'm feeling it. I just want you to know that I don't just put in moves that are easy for me to do. Take a break. I put in moves that I think are going to challenge everyone, and I think it's very valuable for you to see us as your health fitness professionals begin. Sometimes struggle through a workout as well. Everyone needs a break. Everyone can do a little bit better. Some days, right? We can all use feedback from someone else. Good trainers have a trainer. Take each other's classes. Yay, we made it through that move. Grab some water. Okay, last 4 minutes of big work. Put on that power song. Put on that music that's gonna help you get through it. Because next up, we're gonna go for a squat. We're gonna stay down there. I would love us to try 2 different moves, but I recognize one of them's gonna be hard, and I'm a little intimidated. Okay, so we got 2 weights if you got weights. Feet are gonna be a little bit wider. We're gonna squat down. Let's go for a goddess squat. We're gonna squat down and do just alternating front raises for 1 move. I really want you to focus on keeping the weight in your heels, shifting those hips back. For the second round, we're gonna squat down and just do alternate overhead presses. 20 seconds can be a long time. So if you need to stand up, for a second and shake it out and then come back into the squat, you do whatever you have to do, but you get down there as quickly as you can. Let's start this last round before we do some ab burn in 3, 2, 1. So come on down to that squat, alternating front raises. If you want, you can even add in a little extra deep squat here at the bottom. Oh my God, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, stand up, take a break. And next we're gonna go for those alternating overhead presses. 3, 2, 1. So come on, squat down. Now, maybe you're being smart for your body, and you can tell that just now for this round of alternate overhead squats, A, I open my legs really wide to make it easier on myself to keep that chest up, and B, I didn't go down quite as deep. You don't have to be all the way down here. You can be right here and still be working. All right, take a break. Coming back to those alternate front raises. Try to keep that chest lifted. So remember, even if you're not super low in your squat, you can always add in that deep squat in the middle. Just raising up to shoulders height, the weights in your heels. Aren't you glad I saved this one for the end? Me too. Take a break. All right, next up, staying in that squat with the big overhead press. Begin. So maybe you want to be in a little bit more of a narrow squat. Just make sure that the weight is in your heels. So we're not shifting knees forward, weights in our heels, shifting glutes back. And then you're coming into the depth of the squat that you can find. Take a break. Back to those front raises. 3, 2, 1. Gonna add in that deeper pulse. Beautiful. More than halfway through. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Only one more of those. Coming back to those alternating overhead presses, staying down in your squat. Begin. Find one spot, focus your eyes. Keep that stomach sucked in. Right here, right now. You're almost there. You're worth it. You're so close. Keep breathing. Take a break. One more of each. 3, 2. So much squats. Oh man. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Last round. 3, 2, begin. Alternating overhead presses, weights in your heels. Get it, get it. 3, 2, yay, we made it. Awesome, grab some water. You can put these weights away. We're gonna come back down to the floor one more time. 1 minute of abs. 1 amazing minute of abs. Okay, let's come on down to the floor. Let's come on down. I'm gonna grab a timer. Great. What kind of abs shall we do today? I guess I could have kept that on. All right, since I'm encouraging everyone to work banded, we're gonna go for a nice little squeeze in. So you have 2 different options. You can keep your hands or you can keep your forearms on the mat. I think it's a little bit easier with your hands. You're gonna draw your knees in towards your chest. You're gonna extend those legs out behind you. If you want, as your legs come in, you can always open those knees also. If you're banded, one more opportunity to work those legs. 1 minute of work starts in 3, 2, 1. Now, if you want to work even harder, you're not going to have your hands on the floor. Maybe you even reach between. I'm going to have my hands on the floor. Getting this quality clamshell action. Great. Oh my gosh, we're doing awesome. If you need to take it even easier on yourself, you can always just draw one leg in. But I got great news. We got 20 seconds left. That is 1 Tabata interval. Push yourself right here. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. Draw those knees in towards your chest. If you're banded, get rid of it. Yay, we made it through the workout. Go ahead, give yourself some knee circles in one direction. In the opposite direction. Draw those knees in towards your chest. Go ahead, release that right leg down towards the floor. Send that left leg up towards the ceiling. Grab hold either behind the thigh or behind the calf. Flex your toes back towards your face to get more of a stretch on the back of the leg. See if you can. Exhale. Relax your upper body closer towards the mat. And the more that you extend your lower leg, the deeper you're going to feel the stretch along the back of your extended left leg. Or right if you did the opposite. Change. Take your time. Gently bend your knee.
Place the sole of that foot on the floor. Inhale your opposite leg up. Remember, each side of the body is different, so grab holds either behind the thigh or behind the shin. Use your exhale. Relax and release your upper body down towards the mat. You can hang out right here, or you can extend your bent knee, just increasing the stretch along the back of the legs. Big time stretch on your hamstring. Change, go ahead. Let's go for some recline bound angle while we're down here at the floor. So bring the soles of your feet together. You might want to walk them in a little bit closer. You may want to press into your heels or the outsides of your feet. Lift your hips up. Use your breath. Exhale. Find that big stretch on your inner thighs. Great work today, everybody. So many opportunities to bring the challenge that's right for your body. Go ahead, clamshell those legs together to whichever side you want. We'll take a nice little spine twist here. Relax your opposite shoulder down towards the floor, and if it feels good, look in the opposite direction of your knees. Make sure you drink lots of water throughout the rest of the day. Go ahead, come on back through center and allow those knees to gently drop towards the opposite side. If it feels good, turn your chin in the direction that your knees are not pointing for a little extra spine twist. Beautiful. Bring those hands together on the same side that your knees are on. Just take a moment right here in a nice little fetal position. And then we're going to roll over. Come on into tabletop. Take a couple moments here. Cat-cow. Just shake out whatever tension you might still be feeling. Let's take one more big stretch of those inner and outer thighs. So right here from tabletop, go ahead, extend your left leg out towards the side. Place your big toe and then the ball of the foot down and release your heel down. Can you have your foot in a nice perpendicular line with the rest? No, parallel. Parallel, run side to side. Yes, parallel line. Sorry, timer. So your heel's like invisible behind your toe. The more that you really press the outer edge of the foot into the floor, the more stretch you're going to feel throughout your leg. You can even walk your hands in. Inhale, lift yourself up. And exhale, reach in the same direction of that extended leg. Take one more big breath here. And on that next inhale, lift yourself up, release yourself back down to the floor. We're going to inhale that extended leg up and all the way over towards the side. So crossing over the bent leg on the floor. Look over your shoulder towards the heel of the leg you just lifted. And change, draw both knees in, back to tabletop, back to shaking it out and cat-cow. Let's go ahead and get that gate latch pose on the opposite side. So extend your leg out, press the big toe ball of the foot down, and then release your heel. Start to press the outer edge of the foot into the floor. Find some stability. Pull that belly in. Once you're there, you can hang out with your hands on the floor. Just focusing on the stretch on your leg. Get your whole body involved by walking those hands in. Inhale your arm up overhead. Exhale, big reach out towards your extended foot. Take one more full cycle of breath here. On your next inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, release yourself down towards the floor. Inhale that extended leg up towards the air. Cross it over your bent knee and look over your opposite shoulder. Great work. Bring your leg back in, come back into tabletop. Go ahead, send your hips back towards your heels. Walk those hands, palms forward. Find the stretch that feels good in your shoulders today in child's pose. As active or bent arms, as passive as you need to be. Awesome, y'all. That's all the time that we have for today. Go ahead, tuck your toes under. Send your hips up towards the ceiling. Walk your hands towards your feet or your feet towards your hands. Take a moment here in this generous dangle with your belly pressed against your thighs. So remember, we're working away from having straight legs and all this space All of this rounding. If you have trouble reaching your fingers to the floor, bring the weight to your heels, bend your knees, bring your belly to the floor. And then you'll slowly over time be able to find a little bit more length, a little bit more opening of your back, of the back of the legs. Slowly, gently use your inhale, roll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time. Bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Oh my gosh, was that like the most Monday of Mondays? I just want to again thank everyone for coming. If you have any questions or concerns, as always, you know that you can reach out. I can't wait to see you again soon, and have a wonderful rest of your day.